measure is what you're giving up. You can't measure what you're going to get. I thought that was a pretty interesting concept. When you walk away from something, all you can measure is what you're giving up. You cannot measure what you're going to get. It's learning simple little things that make a great big difference. You want to take whatever's big and make it small. Start reducing it to the ridiculous. You got to get rid of this fear jazz, because fear is just the improper use of your imagination. That's really all it is. And if the idea scares you, you know real well you're on the right track. See, if the idea you're working with is comfortable, you're going sideways. There's no growth involved. It's the stepping into the unknown that causes the fear. We don't want to do that. And then, because we don't want to do it, we've got to justify why we're not doing it. Well, the paradigm just starts pumping ideas into your head of why you shouldn't do it. You start thinking, what would she think? What would he think? What would they say? What if this happened? What if that happened? Well, what if it did? You've got to be prepared to make some shifts. And understand this. If your results are stuck, you're stuck. You're mentally stuck. And you've got to change that. You've got to start doing things a little different. I have learned this from a good doctor. What I'm sharing with you, there's no trick to it. I am not some mental giant or genius. I'm an ordinary guy just like you. Well, you've got a perfect memory. There's nothing wrong with your memory. It's probably weak. Exercise it, it becomes strong. Exercise your imagination, it'll become strong. You have no idea what you can earn. And don't get hung up on money. I don't really care that much about money. Now, most people think I do because I talk about it a lot. Get to the point where you're looking at money as just a product, and you can create the product. It's the manifestation of thinking. And you've got to be prepared to invest in yourself. I'm always investing in myself. I honestly believe I'm the best investment in the world for me. There's no end to what I'm capable of earning. And if there's no end to what I'm capable of earning, there's no end to what you're capable of earning. None of us are aware of what we're capable of doing. And we let our present conditions control our thinking. Yet it's a dumb thing to do. Why do we do it? Well, because we've been conditioned to do it. Our parents did it. Why did they do it? Because their parents did it. Why did they do it? Because their parents did it. And then the school system. What's the school system? It's just a bunch of parents. That's really what it is. Somebody else's parents teaching your kids. And so they're getting the same thing at school pretty well as they get at home. Does this mean they're bad people? It doesn't mean they're bad people at all. They just don't know, and they don't know they don't know. The whole system is designed to hold you down. Why is it that 3% of the population make it very big? 97% nice people, smart people are stuck. See, it really doesn't make any sense. I committed to study this material every day and follow proven direction. My income began to change. Now, what did it take? It took discipline. And I was taught very early, when I first got this, that discipline is simply the ability to give yourself a command and follow it. And if you cannot give yourself a command and follow it, you are stuck. Make no mistake about it. Anything I say won't really mean very much. There is absolutely no way I can change you. Matt changes Matt. Kyan changes Kyan. Sandy changed Sandy. Bob changes Bob. No one can change you. But you can change it, and no one even can guess at what you're capable of doing. A habit is an idea that's fixed in your subconscious mind that you automatically express without giving any conscious thought. I had formed the habit of doing exactly what people that were getting the results I wanted to get until they found out they were lying or they didn't know what they were talking about. He said, you do exactly what I tell you until you find out I'm lying or that I don't know what I'm talking about. So I just made up my mind. I'm not going to judge what he says. I'm just going to do exactly what he said. Some of the things I was doing was so far out relative to what we were doing, we being all the people I mixed with, relative, friends. I get a sticker in the back, came from Vanderwall, says the world would stop if it were run by the people who said it can't be done. It's not an easy thing to do. You're going to find out, I'm not going to lie to you. You will probably from time to time think I'm arrogant, but I'm really not. I'm just very definite in my belief system. And I believe it because I've tested it and the results are there. Where's the energy come from? It doesn't come from anywhere. It's already here. You don't get energy, you release energy. Desire is the triggering mechanism to release energy. When you've got a strong desire for a particular end, you will have the energy to do whatever it is to do. This idea of taking it easy is for other people. What is? Why do you want to take it easy? Hill asked Carnegie what he did with his spare time. He said, I don't have any spare time. Why would you want spare time? What are you going to do with spare time? Nothing? You're only here for a short time. Don't you want to grow all your days here? Don't you want today to be better than yesterday? It isn't going to be better than yesterday by accident. Yet it isn't going to be better than yesterday because you're taking it easy. Yet it isn't going to be better than yesterday unless you make it better than yesterday. If you're going to make it better than yesterday, you're going to have to know something today you didn't know yesterday. You're going to have to act on an idea that you haven't been acting on. This is very simple stuff. There's nothing complicated. You're never going to get a brain hernia from this. Our objective here is to turn your annual income into a monthly income. It's to turn your annual income. Now, you see, some of you are having difficulty even letting your mind go there. Your responsibility right now is not to think if you can do it. Your only responsibility is, do I want to do it? Do I want to? Does that make sense? Do I want to? That's all you have to ask. Do I want to? Do I want to feel better? Do I want to make it happen? That's it. Just want. See, I believe wants come from the essence of who you are. I believe you're God's highest form of creation. There is nothing on the planet that will equal you, so far as we know. We are it. We are the highest form of creation on the planet. The essence of who you are is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. There's perfection within us. See, all the other little creatures on the planet are completely at home in their environment. They blend in. All the other little creatures are completely at home in their environment. They blend in. You and I are the only creature that is totally disoriented in our environment. And that is because we've been given the godlike ability to create our own environment. Now think about that. We can create our own environment. They said, what do you want? I said, I want to be able to press a button, cameras come out of the ceiling that permit me to communicate all over the world. Now, I was exaggerating, really. But they took me serious, so I didn't let them know. What's called, I think Paul would recognize, called a floating cell. It's a house within a house. So then I was introduced to Richard Roeder. Now, Richard, describe what you built in my backyard.
Well, I think we built what was alive in your imagination. We built your vision.
Now, if what was done, if I wanted it edited, do I have to have somebody come in there to do it?
No, you don't.
Where could they be?
They could be anywhere in the world.
You've got to make up your mind that you're prepared to shift. You've got to make up your mind you're going to alter your perception. Perception is a mental faculty. You can look at everything you're doing different than you're looking at it. Whatever you're doing, you can turn your annual income to a monthly income. There isn't anybody any better than anybody else. It doesn't matter where you come from. What matters is, where are you going to go? What are you going to do? You see, you can literally turn your annual income into a monthly income. You don't have to ask yourself how you're going to do it or if you're going to do it. If you do that, think of all the things you could do by doing that. Money's only used for two things: One is to make you comfortable, and the other is to extend the good you do far beyond your own presence. You don't have to know how to do something. Yet, do you want to do it? You've got to loosen your mind. You've got to let your paradigm stop controlling you. Let your mind take off. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? It's used for two things: make you comfortable and extend the good you do far beyond your own presence. Then start to understand there isn't anybody in the world that's better than you, and there isn't anybody that's any less than you. We're all the same. We look different, we sound different, we speak different languages, but we're all the same. Now, if you turned your annual income to a monthly income, what could you do with it? My goodness, there's so many things you can do. I'm going to tell you one thing you're not going to do with it. You're not going to take it with you. This idea of saving for your old age, saving for a rainy day, you'll get a rainy day. I follow their pattern. Andrew Carnegie spent half of his life earning money and the other half giving it away. Givers gain. You want to willingly give and graciously receive. You want to expand your mind. Expand your mind. What are you actually capable of doing? Now think. It's where you are and it's where you're going. That's all you need. It's so simple. You got to know where you are. You know where you are. You got to know where you're going. Now, do you know something? Most of you don't know where you're going. You say, oh, yeah, we do. No, you don't. Most people are setting goals to do what they think they can do. They're taking into consideration what they know. They're taking into consideration the connections they've got. They're taking into consideration the money they've got. They're taking into consideration the people they're working with. None of that matters.
All right, fam, we're going to start in 60 seconds, fam, 60 seconds. So take this last 60 seconds, these last 2 minutes, and spread the word to everyone on your team, your Telegrams, your Discords. Get out of bed, put yourself in a nice, comfortable position where you could get some notes done today. I want to cover some valuable information with you guys. So I want to make sure that everybody is intentional about what it is that is going to be covered here today. So take the time to go in those group chats, 60 more seconds, and let's run it up, fam. 60 more seconds. Hope you guys are enjoying the audio.
Yet, that's doing what you think you can do. You've got to say, what do I really want to do? Jessie was, when Sandy was sitting there, what do I really want to do? She didn't want to keep doing what she was doing. But she had never thought of that before. What do I really want to do? Do you know, wants come from the essence of who you are. Spirit, understand spirit. You're a spiritual being. Spirit's always for expansion and fuller expression. It's never for disintegration. It's always for expansion and fuller expression. You'll never be satisfied with where you are. Most people are afraid to even say they're dissatisfied. They think that means they're not happy. You can be very happy where you are and totally dissatisfied. That's two different things. I'm very happy with where I am, totally dissatisfied with the results we're getting. Dissatisfaction is part of the essence of spirit. Spirit's always for expansion and fuller expression. It's never for disintegration. So you see that want, it comes into your consciousness from the essence of who you are. There's perfection within you, and spirit wants to express itself in a greater way. So don't ask, can you? How are you going to? Where's the money? Forget all that. This is so simple. Where you are, where you want to go. It's so simple. Why are so many people stuck? Why are so many stuck? I'd been raised to believe if you're going to earn a lot of money, you got to be really smart. I knew I wasn't very smart, but I was earning a lot of money. I was raised to believe if you don't go to school, you can't get a good job. I didn't have a good job. I owned the company. You see, a lot of people think the problem's goals. I don't think so. I think the problem's over here. The problem isn't knowing where you're going, because I think we do have these dreams flying into our mind. The problem's knowing where we are. See? There's the problem right there, paradigms. It's the program that's controlling you. You'll find people that are absolutely brilliant, but they're not doing what they know. See, being brilliant isn't the answer. It's executing what you know that's the answer. That's really the trick of life. Learning how to do what you know how to do. And that's really where we're going. He said, "Do you ever read anything?"
All right, here we go, fam. Here we go. Here we go. Grand Rising and happy Friday. Hope everybody is having a blessed Friday. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to jump on Mornings with Nano on this beautiful Friday morning. I'm so thankful for this week because we've had such a phenomenal week, just a week filled with so much knowledge and so much wisdom and so much application of the information. I feel like a lot of people, like I said yesterday, because of their increase in awareness, people are really ready to grow into that awareness that they've increased to. And I'm just super blessed and grateful for all of you guys. Big happy smiles. Yes, yes, yes. Big happy smiles because all is well. Everything is getting better each and every single day. I expect miracles and we get miracles. Today is Christmas. We are in positive anticipation of what it is that's about to happen for us. And every day is a blessed day. And I want you guys to truly embrace that and understand that because I am very grateful for just the opportunity that we get every single day to show up on these calls and serve. And that's the best thing about this incredible platform that we've been able to create, this community that we've created. So I'm very thankful. I hope you guys all did your morning routines. Put a 3 in the chat box if you did your morning routine this morning, right? If you did your morning routine this morning, put a 3 in the chat box. Let's see who did their morning routine. I definitely went out this morning, did my meditation, got some sun, did my reading. I feel really good. Finishing up my book. So, I'm just really good in alignment. Taking that time to work on myself every morning is so valuable, guys. And I want to make sure that you guys never slip up on that ever. It's something that I'm always going to hold you guys accountable to because like I always tell you guys that morning routine, the time that you take to work on yourself is some of the most important hours that you can dedicate to yourself throughout the day. Because once the day starts, it starts. You're on goal. You're nonstop, back to back. You're on calls. Thank you, bro. And taking those hour, 2 hour, right before mornings with Nano to work on yourself, work out, get your mind right, get that meditation in is so valuable, guys. So please don't slip up on that. It's extremely valuable. And before we get the call started, I'm going to talk about duplicating belief today. I'm extremely excited for this topic. But before we get this call started, can we express one thing that we're grateful for, right? Gratitude is the source that all good things come from. Gratitude is the source where all good things come from. So it's important that we open up this floor, that we open up this call with some gratitude so that way we can, just make sure that everybody on the call is opened up, ready, intentional about what it is that we are about to, break down on this call. And let's get it rocking. So I am grateful for God and his grace. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my mom, my dad. I'm extremely grateful for my little brother, my goddaughter, Dariana. I'm grateful for my team, the leaders within my organization, everybody in Leadership 3.0. I'm grateful for Katie and everything that she does for me. She's phenomenal. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for my mentors in life. I have so many incredible mentors in my life. Huge shout out to, Matt Rosa, Jason Brown, Alex Morton, Matt Gribby, Darwin Lopez, Sean Murphy, just so many incredible mentors that I've had in my life. Huge shout out to my sister, Katie Brown and Elaine as well. I know right now they are in Orlando in a Airbnb doing a lock-in. So huge shout out to the whole family. I'm super blessed and grateful for each and every single one of you. Shout out to my brother, Mike Sortero, Hirsch, and everybody out there. Guys, you guys are all my family. I love you guys so much. So I hope you guys enjoy this call. I hope you guys are intentional about this call. And I'm about to drop some sauce for everybody on the call. And I hope that it can hit home for a lot of you. So I'm very excited about, what we're going to talk about here today. So express that gratitude. Take the time, as a matter of fact, guys, really quick, before we get the call started. As a matter of fact, we haven't done this in a while, so I think we should do it today. It's Friday. It's a good day to do it. Why don't we take the time really quick? Let's take 60 seconds and let's text 3 people that we're grateful for them, right? I think that it's important that we spread love today. So really, really quick, guys, and everybody on my Instagram as well, let's take literally 60 seconds and let's send out 3 gratitude messages to either a family member, a team member, girlfriend, boyfriend, and just let them know that you're grateful for them. Let them know that you appreciate them. Maybe somebody this morning needs to hear that message. So let's express that gratitude really quick. Okay. Let's express that gratitude really, really quick. And let me just send out my 3 gratitude messages. I'm already getting some, so thank you guys. Let me send one to my sister right here. Three gratitude messages. And once you've done it, put a 3 in the chat that you did it. Okay, perfect. I just sent out my 3 gratitude messages. We're good. We're ready to go. And let's get it rocking. Okay. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. And I'm excited, fam. So now that we've opened up the floor, we got everybody in. We got about 300 plus on the call and more coming. So let them know for everything and let's run it. All right. So guys, today's topic, I want you guys to put it at the top of the paper, is called duplicating belief. Okay. Duplication of belief. Now, I wanted to do this topic because I had a great conversation with someone and, they told me that, one of the things that we are lacking as a group is, the duplication of belief, right? Belief and duplication. And, they both come side and side together. And in order for me to teach you guys this, I want to first tell you guys a story, right? I want to tell you guys a story of, how my journey has come since I've started doing this business and how important it is to duplicate belief in other people, because, this journey is not just about us, it's about what we can do for others. Okay. And that's something that took me some time to understand because, I was always very to myself. I was like, yo, I got to make this happen for me. I got to make this. I got to make this money for me. I got to do this for my family. And it was always about me, 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 me. But I can't duplicate me. I'm Nano. Okay. There's only one Nano. I can't duplicate Nano. Okay. So I had to start changing my focus. I had to change my perspective in a way where now, instead of focusing so much on me, okay, I had to put more focus on others. Now, I do want to tell you guys this, all right? In order for you to duplicate belief, for some time, you're going to have to be selfish, okay? You're going to have to be selfish. And that was something that I had to do. I had to be selfish for some time. Now, what do I mean by selfish? Okay, I had to be selfish in the time that I spent dedicated to myself, working on myself, because you guys got to understand that if you're not taking time every single day to focus on your inner growth, all right, you're going to lack belief. Okay, you're going to lack a lot of belief because in order for others people to believe in you, you got to believe in yourself. So every day you have to be somewhat selfish in the morning or in the nighttime or in the afternoon to remind yourself, okay, that you're going to be selfish and you're going to take the time every single day to work on you. Because remember this, you got to be selfish before you can be selfless. That's the first point I'm going to cover here today on duplicating belief. Okay. You have to be selfish before you can be selfless. You got to help yourself before you can help others. You got to work on you before you can work on other people. You got to lead yourself before you can lead other people. And you see, the thing with me was I was so excited and I was so, in a rush to accomplish my goals that I would stay in the same place because I wanted to hit these ranks. I wanted to make this money. I wanted to get to this level, but I was just running. I was just kind of doing things just to do them, right? I really wasn't focused on the duplication of other people. I was just running. I was doing presentations. I was doing everything nano, 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 nano. I would do all the presentations. I would do all the prospecting. I would do all the closing calls. I would do everything. And what I realized is that after some time, you kind of burn yourself out, right? Put a 1 in the chat box if you ever burned yourself out, right? Anybody ever burned themselves out from working all day, every day, each and every single day because you're the only one really doing things. And sometimes it almost feels like you're the only one in your team or in your organization that cares. You're like, bro, I'm like the only person that cares in this business. I'm the only person that wants to build. I'm the only person that wants to get up and study and trade. And, I'm the only person that wants to invest into cryptocurrencies and all of these things, right? Sometimes it feels like a very lonely journey. Okay. And we complain about it. Let me tell you guys, we complain about it. We complain about the fact that these things are going the way that they're going to. But let me tell you something. The person that you should be complaining to is you. You didn't teach them how to duplicate. You didn't teach them how to do things. So guess what? Of course it's going to be all on you. Of course you're going to have to do every presentation. Of course you're going to have to do every single thing that's out there, and you feel like you're the only one that can do it because you're the only one putting the reps in. Of course you're going to lack belief when you look around and you're the only one grinding. Of course. Of course you're going to lack belief. I was lacking belief myself when I was the only one doing things. I'm like, man, am I ever going to be able to get a team? Am I ever going to be able to find people that want to do the same things as me? But it was because, like I said again, you have to go back to the root. You have to become selfish before you become selfless. You have to lead yourself before you can lead others. You have to be an example for people to follow. People are not going to want to listen to anything that you have to say until they see that you actually know what you're doing. How are you going to teach somebody how to do something that you haven't even proven yourself that you can do it consistently? So what did Nano do? Let me tell you guys a story, right? So because the story goes hand in hand with everything. So when I was on my come up, my first time in this business, my first come up on my way to 6 figures, okay, I dealt with a lot of challenges. And I remember when I was making about $1,000 to $2,000 a month, I felt like what I just explained to you guys. I was the one always doing everything. I did every opportunity call. I did every business training. I did everything, right? And I was stuck. Like, guys, when I tell you that I was stuck for months and months and months, but I was working the hardest. Nobody was working harder than me. I promise you. I was up first. I was going to sleep last. But for some reason, the results were staying the exact same. They were staying the exact same. It was so hard for me to grow because I was stuck. Now, we always say that there's no such thing as being stuck, right? The reason why there's no such thing as being stuck is because time and energy are always in motion, okay? So you're not stuck because time and energy is always in motion. The thing is that you keep thinking and you keep recreating the same emotions. So you're just stuck in a cycle within yourself. You're just stuck within yourself. You're not stuck in life because time is moving. As we speak right now, the time is moving. Energy is transferring right now as we speak. But the thing is that your thoughts and your emotions are the exact same. You keep having the same thoughts and the same emotions recreated over and over and over again. And it's just recreating the same results. And you're just staying the same because you're not doing anything different. You're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And even if you change a little bit, and even if you do something outside of the comfort zone, you only do it temporarily, and then you come back and get right back into the cycle. And it's going to be very hard for you to get out of that. And I understood that. I said, man, I got to do something different. Okay. So the first thing I did in order for me to get myself out of that cycle was I said I was going to increase the amount of time that I focused on me. Okay. I'm going to increase the amount of time that I focus on me in the morning because I need to get myself to believe more. I got to get myself to truly believe more in myself. So I started getting extremely serious about a morning routine, right? This is what I tell you guys. I got extremely serious about a morning routine. Now, the reason why I did that was because I said, man, if I want to be able to help my team, if I want to be able to help my family, if I want to be able to be an example for others, they got to see me change. And not just change in the business, they got to see me change as a person internally. My energy has to vibrate higher than everybody else. So every day I was selfish in the morning. Every morning I was selfish. I took the time from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. You couldn't distract me. And I was focused on me. I was doing my reading. I was doing my meditation. I had my goal card in hand and I would read it. And I am so happy and grateful now. And I was speaking affirmations to myself. I am positive. I am relentless. I am a chairman. I am a six-figure earner. And I was speaking these things consistently over a period of time. I did this. And for some weird reason, my belief started to increase. Because this is the key to increasing your belief, right? It's saying you're going to do something and actually doing it. That's one of the keys to raising your belief, is being impeccable with what you said you were going to do. That's so key. I would say, yo, I'm going to wake up at this time. I'm going to work on myself for this amount of hours. And because I was doing it every day that I did it, my belief went just a little bit more up and up and up and up and up. And next thing you know, I went from feeling like this, like I was like crouched over like this, to then I started going like this. And now it was like, I felt like when you feel like, yo, I've been killing it. I've been doing my routine for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And for some reason, I just rose. I just grew into this bigger version of myself. Like I was like, okay, I feel it now. I took the time to grow myself. Remember, I became selfish before I became selfless. My energy increased so much, my wisdom, my knowledge. Remember, I was like this. I was down on myself. I'm like, man, my business isn't growing. People aren't, joining my business. My leaders aren't working with me. Nothing is going in my favor right now. I was just down. And then all it took was one shift. And I said like this. My chest got up. I was stronger. My energy was more vibrant. I was vibrating at a higher level. And guess what now? Now I could lead others because I learned how to lead myself. I was able to lead others now because I learned how to lead myself. And guess what now? Everybody recognizes energy. Everybody. You can't fake energy. We talked about it the other day on Mornings with Nano when we said, yo, you ever walk in a room or someone ever walks in a room and you feel their energy right away and you're like, yo, that person has bad energy? Guess what? When you are vibrating low and you're lacking belief in yourself, your leaders and the people around you can feel that. Your subconscious beliefs, people around you can see that, whether you believe it or not. And even if they can't see it, they can feel it. So when you talk to them, You could be talking to them and they won't believe it because let me tell you the story. Let me continue with the story. So I worked on myself, right? Boom, 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 boom. Before I started working on myself, I would talk to people and it was like it would go in one ear and it would go out the other. I would say something, nobody would listen to me. I would schedule a call, nobody would jump on the call. I was so confused. I was like, wait, what's going on here? I would schedule calls, nobody would show up on the calls. I would call people, nobody would pick up the phone. Everything was just like, I was like, man, nobody wants to talk to them. I thought I was cooler, And I took that time. I really took that time every day to focus on myself, like intentionally. And guess what? People realized the energy shift. People realized that I had grown. People realized that I had stepped into my inner leader. And guess what? Automatically, people were like, yo, Nano, what's good, bro? Yo, put me on. What's the sauce? How can we get to work? Now I would do calls. Everybody was on the call. 80 to 90% of the people on the chat were on the call. I would say something now and everybody would listen. So I said, this is my time now to duplicate. This is my time now to duplicate. Let me make sure you guys understand something. You cannot duplicate low vibration and low belief. You can't duplicate that. So if you're lacking belief in yourself, you can't build a business if you lack belief in yourself. You can't build a business if you lack impeccability with your word. You can't build a successful organization and duplicate leaders within your organization if you're not there here. It's impossible. Literally impossible. Because how are you going to build a successful business when you're duplicating low vibrations, low belief? You can't. So what happened now was, to continue with the story, was now that Nano was big chest, I was strong, the energy was introducing me before I even introduced myself. No longer was I slouched over Nano, stuck Nano that didn't know anything. I was like this. Now, mind you, I was still making the same amount of money. It wasn't like anything changed. My bank account was still low. Everything was still, like the situations in my life hadn't really changed too much. The circumstances in my life hadn't really changed too much, but my energy had changed inside, which meant that by law, over the next few weeks, my outside will start to change because my inner is changing. Remember, the external is only a reflection of the internal. So the moment I saw my internal change, I said, all I have to do now is stay consistent with this and my external will change. And that's what I did. And guess what, guys? I started to talk to people and I started to duplicate leaders now. Why though? Because of my first point. Selfish before I became selfless. Okay. Now, once you get into now what I call point number 2, okay, we said point number 1 was you got to be selfish before you can be selfless, right? And you can include in there, lead yourself before you can lead others, and make sure that you help yourself before you can help others, the whole 9, right? But point number 2 now is, okay, you gotta share your belief with others now. You have to take the time to share your belief with other people now. Share what you did in order for you to increase your belief. That's what I'm doing on this call. I'm sharing with you guys the things that I've done to increase the belief that I have in myself. I have so much belief in myself. Till this day, my belief is through the roof. That's why my vision never fades. That's why anything can be happening in the company, in my team, in my life, but I show up all the time. My sis Katie last night said something very powerful. She said that regardless of the situation that happens in life and the circumstances, every day you still got to put on that jersey and go play the game. Every day I had to put on that jersey, regardless of the circumstances and the situation that we go through in life. We can't bring the outside problems and issues that we have to the game. When it's time to put that jersey on, it's time to put that jersey on. When it's time to deal with life, when it's time to deal with family, when it's time to deal with that, that's a whole nother shirt that you're going to have to put on. But when it's time to put that jersey on, all of those problems stay out there. It stays over there. They're right there. Cool. But now it's time for us to come over here. Let's put that jersey on, just like my sis Katie said last night. And we got to do what we came here to do, because we are here to serve. We are here to share what it is that we are about. We can't allow the fact that these things are happening on the outside to affect the game that we got to play once we put the jersey on. You can't. You'll lose every time. You won't be able to make it in this business if you allow the things on the outside to determine whether you're going to put the jersey on or not. You can't. I hope you guys didn't miss that right there. You can't allow the things that happen on the outside to determine whether you're going to put the jersey on or not. The jersey has to be worn every day, especially if you plan on being somebody that wants to duplicate belief in other people. Because guess what? Duplication isn't just teaching other people. Duplication is being an example. You don't know how many leaders within my organization, because they see that I put on my jersey every single day, how many of them put on their jersey every single day. They say, yo, Nano never takes off the jersey. Nano shows up every day. I was telling it to my sister Julie the other day. She did a call the other day, and she talked about, she was very open about all the things that she's gone through in the last 2 years, and car accidents, and losing her rank and losing leaders and all of that. And she went through so much depression and so many other things. And she was saying these things, and I'm like, sis, like, where was I? Because I never knew you were going through any of these things. She's like, bro, you never talk about it. You still show up every day. So what did I do? I just kept showing up every day, bro. You've always been an example for us. And that made me feel so good, but it also kind of made me feel bad, because I would want her to communicate that with me. But the reason why it made me feel good was because I'm like, man, thank God that I never allowed those outside things to affect me, because guess what? If I would have allowed those things to affect me, then that's what would have duplicated in my organization, in my team. People would have been like, well, Nano takes time off when he's going through something. I'm going to take time off when I'm going through something. Nano disappears when he's going through something, so I'm going to disappear when I'm going through something. Nano uses all these excuses about all of these things that are happening on the outside when it's time to do this, so I'm going to do it too. People will do what you do, not what you say, fam. People will do exactly as you do, not what you say. And that's why now you got to start sharing this belief into other people. Share with them your experiences. Let them know what your plan is. What do you want to do? Share with people the skills that are required in order for them to build successful business. You see, I continue with the story, okay, because the whole training is a story, but with a training. Now that I had that belief, now that I was sharing it, now it was time for me to help people develop the skills. Okay, because you see, belief has to be paired with some skills. Okay, this is very important. You got to know the success formula. Okay, you got to now apply. Now you got to get the skills ready. Now, in my business and my network marketing business, there are 4 skills that you need to know to make $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, right? If you know these 4 skills, you can make $1,000 a month easy in my business, right? I know that everybody here is in different organizations, different network marketing businesses, but in my business, okay, somebody can join my business. I can teach them 4 skills, and within 30 days, 60 days, they should be making $1,000 a month if applied consistently over a period of time, right? The 4 skills are learning how to invite, learning how to edify, okay, telling your story, and learning the importance of PS3. You learn those 4 things right there. You learn the invitation, you learn edification, okay? You learn how to tell your story, and you learn the art of the PS3. You are now qualified to go out and make yourself $1,000 a month. So what did I do when I learned that? I said, okay, first I made sure that I had them mastered. As a leader, remember, you got to lead yourself before you can lead others. So what did I do? I said, okay, I'm going to make sure I have all 4 of those skills mastered. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I had them good, all 4. Now, what did I do? I created small groups of people, 3 people at a time. For my people who don't know what PS3 is, PS3 is a system. It's called peak interest, show the plan or share the plan, and then a 3-way call. You got to master the art of that system. You got to know how to pique people's interest. Once you pique someone's interest and they show interest in your business, you got to show them the plan, show them your business. And after you show them your business, it's your job to get them on a call with your mentor, your upline, however you want to call it, and get them on a 3-way call with them so he can come in and close, right? Because you don't, at the time, you may not have the credibility, so you want to use them. Guys, I made $2,000 a month by just knowing those 4 things right there. I just did them over and over and over again. I got to $2,000 a month. I didn't have to know how to trade. I didn't have to have any results. I didn't have to know any of that. All I needed to know was that I knew those skills. A lot of people are under the wrong impression that you need to make money to build this business, and you're absolutely wrong. As long as you know the systems, you can build it the right way. Now, is it important that you learn? Absolutely. Is it important that you understand the trading and how to invest and all of that? Absolutely. Of course. And that's why you're supposed to get good at it as you're learning this. But if you want to build this business, all you need to learn is that. So what did I start to do? I took the skills and I started to teach it individually. I was jumping on calls on a day-to-day basis. Okay, let me see who we got here. I'm gonna call Iman. I called up Iman. Yo, Iman, what's up, sis? All right, let's schedule a call so that I can teach you some skills, right? We'll schedule a call, whatever, boom, boom, boom. We'll jump on a call Friday at 10 a.m. Friday at 10 a.m., I was jumping on that call and I was teaching her the skills, right? I taught her invite. I taught her edification. I taught her how to tell her story in PS3. Okay. Now, once I taught her that, all right, it was up to us now to practice together. Okay. So now we would practice. Okay. Let's practice invitation. Until she didn't have it down, I wasn't getting off that phone. Then we would practice edification. Once we got it down, boom. Then we practice telling her story. Boom, boom, boom. And then PS3 is not really something you practice because you practice it as you know those 3 skills. You can only practice PS3 by knowing those skills. So now she knows the skills. Guess what? Now she can go build a business. So that's where I was lacking. The lack was I wasn't sharing my belief and my skills with other people. I was keeping them all to myself. So now I shared it with Iman. Now I shared it with CJ. Now I was sharing it with this one. And these are conversations. These are conversations that I'm having with the people in my business. Just these things can change everything. You find 5 people that you can duplicate those 4 skills into, and now you have 4 people that can run the play with you. So that's what started to happen. So I started to realize that because I was believing in myself, right? Because I was and I was believing in myself because every day I was waking up and developing myself. Now I could use that belief because they were going to listen to me. Remember when I was down like this and I was slouched over, nobody was listening to me. Nobody was picking up my phone calls. Nobody was jumping on my trainings. But now everybody was, because I had worked on myself. So now everybody was jumping on my trainings. Everybody wanted to learn what I was doing. Everybody was excited about what was going on. So now I can leverage that energy and start to teach people the things that I know, because I know that they're going to listen now because my energy is introducing me. So now I was duplicating those skills. And guess what? I went from being the only one doing anything to now having 5, 10 people in my team that I had duplicated the basics into. Just the basics. These are the basics right here. And guess what? My business started to grow. And it started to grow. And it went from only me getting enrollments to others getting enrollments. And went from only me inviting people to events and opportunity calls, all right, to everybody getting invited to opportunity calls, right? It went from everything, like everything changed, everything like instantly. And now I had 10 people doing what I was doing. And my business grew. And guess what? Now those 10, I encourage those 10 to teach their people. And now 10 people turned into 20, 40, 50, 60 people that were duplicating the skills and the belief that they had in themselves. And next thing you know, I went from a team of 100 people to a team of over 800 people in a matter of 3 months. In a matter of 3 months. I remember it like it was yesterday. Why you think I've been able to maintain such a solid organization over the years? Over the years, I've been able to maintain such a solid team and an organization is because of the duplication that I've been able to do from years ago. Years ago, I just duplicated that. And now I have individuals on this call right now that just joined my business, and still to this day, I'm still doing it with them. A great example is one of my brothers. His name is Alex. He's on this call. He joined my business less than 90 days ago. And guess what? You can ask him. He's on this call. I sat with him on a call. Let's practice invite. We practice it. Let's practice edification. We practice it. Let's practice telling your story. We practice it. Let's practice PS3. We practiced it. And now every day he's going out there and running the play. And now he's going to be one of our next ranked leaders in our organization. He's on his way to $600 a month. Next thing will be $1,000 a month. And he did it. And guess what? I'm chilling like this now. I don't have to invite. He knows how to invite. I don't need to edify for him. He knows how to edify. I don't even really need to close calls for him. He knows how to close calls. I don't need to show him PS3. He's mastered PS3. So if I want, I could leave his life right now, and Alex can continue to run that play religiously to the T. He could go and now teach himself how to make $1,000 a month easy. And now all he has to do to go and make a 6-figure earner is duplicate those exact same skills into the people within his organization. 6 figures done for Alex. Just because, guess what? I had to be selfish first, and I was now selfless because I had belief in myself. My energy was so vibrant that he was willing to listen to me. It wasn't because of Mornings with Nano. It wasn't because of my podcast. It was because of my energy. He said, you know what? I got to listen to that. So you guys got to remember this. This is so important. You have to make sure that you are duplicating yourself into other individuals so that now the duplication can continue down the road. And guess what that does to the morale of the organization now? The morale of the organization starts to go up because people are seeing success stories. People are seeing people growing. People are seeing people make money. People are seeing that. And guess what? People are going to look around and they're just going to want to adjust to whatever it is that's going on. They're like, wait, what is it that everybody's doing, that everybody's making money? How is it that everybody's growing so much? And they're just going to want to adjust to it, because guess what? It's the energy in the room, because it's the energy that you transfer to other people. Remember, energy is not created nor destroyed. It is only transferred. We talked about this the last week. It can only be transferred. So I transfer my energy into other individuals. I transfer my belief into other individuals. I share these things with other individuals. And guess what now? They go out and grow. This is so important, family. I'm telling you guys, this is how I did it. This is how I did it. But it always starts with you first. And I want you guys to understand that. You got to have a really burning, deep desire that you want to work on you, that you got to fix you first. You really want to build a business. You really want to be somebody that helps hundreds and thousands of people. You got to help you. And it never stops, though. Like I said, this morning, I woke up, I did my meditation, I did my reading, I took in some sun, the whole nine. I listened to my audio, right? I'm still working on me, because every level is going to require a new version of myself, right? Now I have to attract bigger leaders. So my energy has to be a lot stronger, a lot more developed. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing every time. Remember, all we're here to do is duplicate belief. We got to show that we believe in ourselves. We can't tell people to believe in a business when they don't even believe in themselves. You can't tell people to believe in a product or a service when they still don't believe in themselves. Okay? You got to make sure that you have that belief in you first. Put the work in first. Be impeccable with your word first. And watch how everybody just becomes naturally attracted to you. And remember, that's what we're here to do. We're here to serve. That's what we're here to do at the end of the day. Our purpose on this earth is to serve others, to put on that jersey, like my sister Katie said, and serve. Right? One team, one dream at the end of the day. We are all one team, and we all have one dream. And what is that dream? To serve. That's what we're here to do, is to serve people, serve others, help other people. We help enough other people, we get everything we want. We solve enough other people's problems, we get everything we want. We have to be the change that we want to see in others. We have to be the change, us. We have to be that change that we want to see in others. So if you want others to believe, you have to believe. You want others to have the skills to this business, you have to have the skills to this business. You want other people to invite to an event, you got to invite to the event. You want other people to learn how to trade, you got to learn how to trade. You want people to invest and budget themselves the right way, you have to always be the example. Always. Every single one of us on this call, the hundreds and thousands of us on this call right now, we are all individual leaders. And we always have to strive to be the best examples for those who are coming behind us, and be the example, because there's always somebody watching. Always somebody watching. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if nobody believes in you. I always say this. I say this to people. It's not your job to get other people to believe in you. It's your job to believe in yourself. And when the results start to show up, everyone becomes a believer. Everyone. Let me repeat that again. It is not your job to get other people to believe in you. It's not your job. It was never my job to get others to believe in me, right? My job was to believe in myself. Nano, You believe in you. I believe in myself. I am going to be a millionaire. I am going to retire my family. I am going to be a top educator and a top influencer in this world. I am. And that belief in myself has allowed me to attract the results that I want in my life. And guess what now? Now everybody believes. Everybody's a believer now. Everybody believes in Nano now. Everybody believes in the vision. But guess what? It was because of my belief. So if you're lacking results in your business, it's probably because of your lack of belief. If you're lacking duplication in your business, it's because of your lack of belief. If you're lacking growth in your business, it's because of your lack of belief. If you're lacking results in your business, it's because of your lack of belief in yourself. Why you don't believe in yourself? We in the best business in the world. We have all the information in the world. We have everything that you need today in order for you to believe in yourself. Why are you doubting yourself? Why are you not believing in yourself? Because you failed a few times, because a few people left your business, because you lost the rank that you had. That's what you lost belief in yourself for. That's all it took for you to lose the belief in yourself. That's all it took. All it took was for a few people to leave your business for you to lose belief in yourself. All it took was for you to lose a trade, for you to lose belief in yourself. That's all it takes. That's all it took, for real. That's what you're going to tell me. All it took was for that to happen, for you to lose belief in yourself. Then if that's all it took for you to lose belief in yourself, then you never had it in the first place. You have to develop a stronger belief. And if your belief is not that strong, it's because you're not working enough on you. You're not working enough on you. I've lost thousands of people. I've had the people closest to me do me wrong. I've blown thousands of trades. I've lost hundreds and thousands of dollars investing. But how come I still have the utmost belief in myself? Why? Because I work on me daily. Daily. That's how I want all of you to be. That belief that nothing is like that unwavering belief that it doesn't matter what happens in your life. Yo, you are still running full force, head to head, no matter what it takes. No matter what it takes. Every single one of us on this call right now, everybody on Instagram, everybody at Katie and Elaine's Airbnb, the whole One Team, One Dream family. Bro, we are all in this together. Our belief needs to be through the roof. All of us. We need to be grinding harder than we've ever grinded before right now. Do you guys understand the time that we're in right now? This is not a time for us to sit and sob and chill and relax. This is a time for us to be working harder than we've ever worked. This is a time for us to be studying more than we've ever studied. This is a time for us to be doing our morning routine more than we've ever done our morning routine. These are times of triumph. These are times of challenges. In times of challenges, the ones who win, the ones who persevere are the ones who stayed locked in and never lost the vision. This is the time. This is where we separate ourselves from everybody else. You can't slip up now. You can't lose belief now. You can't do that now. That would be the biggest mistake that you ever make, is start losing belief now. This is the time now where your belief has to go through the roof. This is the time now where you need to be working more than you've ever worked, prospecting more than you ever prospected, presenting the business more than you ever presented the business, trading, studying, everything. You need to be doing more of it now than ever, because guess what? We need to observe the masses and do the complete opposite. What are the masses doing? The masses are chilling, they're relaxing, it's summertime, they're struggling, life, recession, all of this stuff. You know what I'm doing? I'm putting in work. I'm reading. I'm studying. I'm learning. I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, you guys could slack if y'all want to. You can leave that food on that plate if you want to, but I'm coming to eat. It's hunting season. This is for my family. This is for family. This is for purpose. This is for generations, for my kids, so that they can be good. This moment will only happen once in the lifetime that we live. The moments and the life that we are living right now, the times that we are in right now, this is going to be the only time in our lifetime that we live this, the only time ever. Everything that you see happening, from presidential stuff to wars to pandemics to this to that, guys, think about that. In our lifetime, we've never seen that. This is the first time we've ever seen this. No, I don't think anyone here was old enough to see, back in the 20s, 1920s, which was the last Great Depression, Roaring 20s, the whole nine, right? No one was able to see any of that stuff. This is one of those moments now right here for us. But this is in the modern era. And you know what? During those times, the most millionaires were created. The most millionaires were created during those times. And you know why? Because there was only a very, 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 very like this, a very small amount of individuals that were able to see the vision and continue to work through everything. While everybody slacked off and was paying attention to everything that was going on, there were a few. They were a selected few. What do I tell you guys? God tends to whisper a vision into certain individuals' ears. Most people will ignore the vision, but certain individuals will write that vision down and work on it. And that's us. Don't stress, fam. We good. Everything that we want in life is already ours. We already created it. It is already done. What are you stressed out about? What are you worried about? Tell me. I would love to know, what is it that you are worried about? If what you want is yours, the places you want to travel to are yours. We already made it. What are you so mad and stressed up? What is it? Tell me, please. It's already done for us. We just need to go now and keep the vision and keep working. That's all. If you don't see results yet, it's because you're being tested in your faith. You have to don't pay attention to what you see. Pay attention to the deeper. Okay, I don't see the results yet. I don't have results yet. Cool. But why don't I have the results yet? What is God trying to teach me with this specific situation that I'm going through? Maybe you need the test of patience. Maybe you need the test of faith. Remember what I said yesterday? There's certain tests that some of you need to pass before you get to the next level. Some of you need the test of discipline, the test of faith, the test of consistency, the test of... There's so many different tests. There are certain tests that you're going to have to pass. I had to pass the test of patience. I've had to pass the test of faith, the test of discipline. I told you guys yesterday, one of the tests that God is putting me through right now is the test of budgeting, learning how to respect money, the test of respecting money, not just getting money and spending it like it goes and comes. Because he can't give me $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month if I don't know how to manage $25,000. Guys, the tests that I go through are 10 times bigger than some of the tests that you guys go through. So much bigger. Because like they say, at every level, it comes with a new challenge, a bigger monster. I don't even want to give the other word, but you guys know what I'm saying. So family, from this point moving forward, it is, I was going to say it's Monday. It is Friday. All right. It is Friday. From this day moving forward, family, I want you guys to have 1,000% belief in yourself. You need to have 1,000% belief in yourself, unwavering belief, to the point where you have no doubt, no insecurities, no nothing, that what you want is already done for you. You got to live and walk every day like everything that you've ever wanted is already yours. That's what we've been talking about all week. Live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. I live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. What I already want, I already live in that feeling every day. It's already mine. I'm just all day just working towards it. I'm putting in the reps. The reps, the reps, the reps, the reps, the reps, the reps. But after this, not only do I want you to believe in you, but I want you to go and duplicate that into other people. Go share it. Go share your belief and go share your skills with others. So that now that can duplicate for you. And now you're not the only one putting in the work. Everybody's putting in the work. Everybody's elevating. Everybody's growing. Everybody's winning. And that's the goal right there, guys. So if everybody got value from that call, put some 555s in the chat box. Guys, a lot of that came from the heart. I had a few points I wanted to cover, but a lot of that came from the heart. Okay? A lot of that came from the heart because I wanted you guys to really understand the importance of duplicating your belief into other people. The moment you start to believe, other people are going to start to believe. The moment you start to develop the skills, other people will start to develop the skills. The moment you start to lead by example, others will start to lead by example. But if you're not doing it, no one's going to do it. And guess what? You are doing the world the biggest disservice if you are not doing it. Because you slow down the team and the rest of us if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Imagine having to be the person that we got to look at like, for real, bro, you were the one that didn't believe this whole time. You were the one that didn't show up this whole time. You were the anchor. You were the one that was holding us down this whole time because you lacked belief. Don't be that person. You ever been in a group and there's one person in that group that just was the one that slacked off and the one that didn't believe and the one, don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Be the one that helped everybody. Be the one that duplicated. Be the one that, be that person that led by example. Don't be the person that just chilled in the back and let everything fall apart in front of you, because we are only as strong as our weakest link, fam. And that's very, very important that we all understand that. All right. So great call, fire call. It's a great way to end the week, especially after everything that we've learned this whole week about the feeling is a secret. Fam, that's something you want to duplicate, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Shouldn't everybody in the world know about the feeling is a secret? Some of you guys didn't even know about the feeling is a secret until you jumped on this call this week. Nobody knows that. A lot of the stuff that we worked on this week, a lot of people didn't know that stuff. But guess what I was doing? I was duplicating the things that I learned and that changed my life into you. I shared my energy and my skill sets with you. And guess what? Look at what that's done to the whole organization. Look at what has done to the whole team. Do you guys have more belief in yourself? For sure. Do you guys know more about the topic of the feeling is a secret? Of course. Are you more aware of your feelings now? Of course. Do you believe in yourself more? Of course. Did your awareness increase? Of course. Now you see that, you see what I just did for you this week. Go do that for other people, because you're not going to pay me for this. Nobody is paying me for this. You know how you pay me? By paying it forward. That's your way of paying me. You ever wonder like, yo, how can I ever repay Nano for everything that he's done for me? Just pay it forward. Teach the next person. Teach your mom, teach your family, teach your team, teach your organization. Teach them what we shared here. All right, fam. So that wraps up today's call. We went a little bit over, but it was good because it was coming from the heart. It was coming from the ether. It was coming from the top, from God. And I'm just super, super grateful, fam. I'm going to do a quick prayer for us so we can go out there and have a great, great rest of the day. And let's run it up. Everybody bow your heads and let's pray. Father God, thank you so much for blessing us with this beautiful and abundant Friday. filled with your grace and your abundance. Today, you spoke directly through me, and we all needed to hear that message, God. And we are just so thankful that we have a leader like you in our lives that is always pouring in the right information that we need exactly when we need it. And there's not a better time right now for us to have that unwavering belief, because we understand a lot of what's going on in this world with the triumphs and the challenges and the ups and the downs, but we can't lose faith in the vision that you have for us, God. We can't lose faith in the purpose that we have on this earth, which is to serve. And each and every single day, God, we will continue to serve. And we apologize if we ever stopped. We apologize if we ever lost the vision at any time, God, because from this point moving forward, our faith is going to be stronger than it's ever been. Our belief is going to be stronger than it's ever been, because we truly believe in ourselves, but we also truly believe in the vision that you have set out for us, God. So thank you for allowing us to be the individuals that share this vision, that walk in this purpose, because there couldn't have been a better group than this group, God. And we are just so thankful. We promise to continue to be the examples that we want to see in other people. We promise to make sure to duplicate ourselves into others, especially when we are at higher vibrations, and we will continue to live in the image of you, Father. So thank you. Let's continue to win. Let's continue to elevate. And we praying over the family, the One Team, One Dream out in Orlando, so they can continue to elevate and grow and just continue to just do amazing things, Father. So we love you and we appreciate you. Let's have a great weekend. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. 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 Let's go. That was it. And there's 333 on the call, which is dope, right? Which is my angel number. That's how you know we're aligned. God was with us. He was with me on that prayer for sure. He was with me on that one, 100%, 1,000%. I felt it. I feel it. I don't know if you guys felt it, but I definitely felt it, fam. The alignment was right there. So I love you guys so much. I hope you guys all have a blessed rest of your day and your weekend. Make sure that you go out there and duplicate yourself. And if you're not yet ready to duplicate yourself into others, go make sure that you work on you. Go make sure that you are working on yourself. Remember, you got to go and be selfish sometimes before you can be selfless. Like this video, guys. If you haven't liked this video, turn on the post notifications. Turn on post notifications, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet. Share this with somebody who needs to hear this message. If somebody needs to hear this message, share with them. Be like, yo, here, listen to this. This is lit right here, bro. You need to hear this morning. I promise you. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Long Live Nano. Be careful of all the fake pages. And please, guys, if any of my fake pages follow you, please report them so that we can get rid of all these fake pages that are out there, because it truly is like, it's unacceptable at this point, the amount of fake pages. And Instagram does not do anything about it. We've emailed them. I've reported them, and it's like they're still around. And I just don't want somebody to get hurt or lose money because of a fake page that's using my image, which is pretty messed up. So if you're going to follow me, just be aware of that. Follow me on Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on TikTok, it's the same thing, Long Live Nano. And then the last thing, if you guys want to follow my podcast as well, my podcast, you can find it anywhere at Mornings with Nano. Mornings with Nano. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, everywhere, fam. All right. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Have a blessed weekend. Stay safe. Work on yourself. Remember, the feeling is a secret. And I will see you guys on Monday for another episode of Mornings with Nano. God bless, fam. Let's get it.